This week on Swift Waters.
For this episode, we go down to Arkansas for the conservation snow goose hunt. Keep in mind, we're learning every time we go down. It's a self-guided self-hunt ourselves, and we just can't get enough of this stuff.
Breakfast is cooking.
Oh, I just love these griddles by Camp Chef. There's nothing like cooking breakfast out in the field. But hey, welcome to Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie. For this episode, we go down to Arkansas for the conservation snow goose hunt. We just can't get enough of this stuff. Keep in mind, we're learning every time we go down. It's a self-guided self-hunt ourselves, and it's just a ball.
Come on, let's have some breakfast and hit the field.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, so now we're going to conclude our season with the conservation snow goose hunt. This is something we've just recently started taking up ourselves. We did a couple guided hunts just because we never did it before, and also, it's, as everybody knows, this is a very gear-intensive sport.
Oh, it is indeed.
Right? So what we've done over the last couple of years, Mike, John, Dan, Connie, myself, we've been making our own decoys as well as buying some. So making socks, I think we're up to around 1,000, 1,100, something like this.
Maybe at tops, yeah.
And we're on Gen 3. These are Tyvek bags with hoops in them, stakes, and butt stiffeners on the back end. And, you know, it's always a challenge on how to get these, and we still are learning, so we're not there yet. Anyway, pre-scouting is so critical for the conservation snow goose hunt. So we do it down in Arkansas, opening weekend for them. You know, these are fresh birds per se. You know, we've been watching them for about a month down in that
Correct.
area. They've been wintering down there. So our scouting has really been kicked off all of January.
Yeah, and different areas, and they've been moving through. So we feel pretty confident, you know, that we're going to have a great location.
With the mild winter that they've had, they've all really haven't gone really deep south. So we've got a nice congregation where we're at, and we decide let's head it down. So on the opening weekend, which is first part of February.
So the guys come over, you know, after work, and everything is, you know, final packing and ready to hit the road.
Yeah, so it's loading the trailers up, get the four-wheelers in, and get ready for that 9-hour run that we can, you know, hammer it to get down there. So we get everything packed and we get on the road, you know, and well, I don't know where we're at even, but you know, I'm driving and boom, we blow a tire on on the trailer itself. You know, these are those little, I don't know, 12-inch, you know, donuts trailers, and we're off in the middle of the night. You know, we got Mike out and directing traffic around us. You know, I'm underneath wrenching, Connie's in, you know, looking for a store because we know we're gonna have to. So anyway, we get our spare on this dumb thing. And the spare looks like crap, you know. So Dan's all nervous. He's like, "We got to get a new tire." So you know, what's open? Yeah, what's open? You know, we find it, and it's about 20 miles up. We go in, buy another tire, change it again.
Better to be safe.
Yeah. We're on down the road.
Yep.
And we get down to Arkansas. We get down to our place. We unpack, and we figure, you know, let's go in because the body's tingling. We've been driving all night, switching off drivers and kinked and everything else, and you know, on the phone to Joe to say,
yeah.
you know, what do you think? Yep, we made it down. You know, we've been watching the birds. We feel they're out, and he's like, hey, you know, Joseph's seen them on this field. Let's meet me over there.
Okay, so we're all stoked. You know, we meet Joe on the field. He's got, you know, hundreds and hundreds of acres, and he says, well, we've seen him here, and as we're, you know, going there, just off to our left, there's this huge flock of snows.
It's in the 10,000 type of thing, and it's probably about 5 miles away, which isn't bad, So we're like stoked, So now we're on 450-acre rice field. It's kind of like, where do we put our sets? We kind of evaluate where some low areas are, where some high areas, what the different the ditches look like, where some of the fence lines. Regardless of what you're feeling, get the field set up, because there are some birds in the area flying. That we do know.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Caddis Waterfowl Wading Systems, Woodland Resort, Camo Systems, Mountain Man Guns, Peat Dryer, Mech Shooting Sports, Epic Guide Service, Big Al's Decoys, Thermacell Heated Products, Browning, and these fine sponsors.
Kent Bismuth Premium Shot Shells has taken waterfowl loads to a new level. When you're chasing the migration, Bismuth is an easy choice for your next hunt. Whether you're in the field, marsh, open water, or flooded timbers, Bismuth provides superior ballistics and consistent performance for every type of wing shooting. Harsh conditions demand the most of us and our gear. Bismuth is the shot we rely on. Kent Bismuth, it's back, and it's better than ever.
Being the year-round duck hunters, we rely on waders from Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis.
Caddis makes a great ladies' wader that is made to fit a woman.
With many styles, the Northern Guide Breathables and the Hybrid Extreme waders will keep you warm and dry in any weather conditions.
The Peat Wader system eliminates moisture from hip boots and waders. They provide us with confidence that our gear will be warm and dry at the start of each day. The result is what we call Peat Dry.
Peat Dryer. We invented dry.
Camo Systems 3D camouflage netting eliminates outlines and allows you to blend into your environment. Whether you hunt portable or permanent blinds, Camo Systems will make you blend in and provide a perfect foundation for total concealment. Blend in with Camo Systems.
The Woodland Resort is perfect for the freelance hunter in the Prairie Pothole region of North Dakota.
They offer seasonal accommodations, luxury suites, cabins, and rooms.
They also provide a cleaning house with an on-site marina. Check out Woodland Resort on Devil's Lake for your next adventure.
Connie and I found ourselves enjoying the outdoors all the time.
It's where we really want to be.
A lot of this is always focused around water. And not just lakes, rivers, marshlands, but also outside of that fresh, clean drinking water. So we're going to kick off a new initiative called Get Infused. And it's all about trying to preserve and improve fresh water.
To learn more about Get Infused and to become an ambassador, go to swiftwaters.com.
This segment's brought to you by Mud Buddy Outdoors.
Now we're on 450-acre rice field. It's kind of like, where do we put our sets? We kind of evaluate where some low areas are, where some high areas, what the different, the ditches look like, where some of the fence lines are, so we pick a spot,
Yep.
And now it's deployment, and you're looking at, about 2 hours, 3 hours for, a 1,500.
complete spread set.
Yeah, 1,800 spread. So between socks, we get the four-wheelers out, we get the tubs, and it's a mass, drag everything out to the field, kind of lay out where we want our blinds to be, where we, wind's coming in, where the socks are going to be. We got some Lucky Duck spinners that are pretty awesome. We got the rotation, the vortex type of thing going. Anyway, we get everything set up. Well, I got to back up. We get about half of everything set up.
So Dan and Shawn are still back at the truck getting more gear. John, Mike, and myself are out in the field setting this stuff, and what happens? That flock lifts up. Yeah. And it's coming towards us.
And we're like,
nobody's ready.
No, not yet. Just an hour more. All we need, and this thing's coming up. Dan and I are, we're like, hey, let it come over us.
Let's watch the show.
Yeah. Sit back, turn
So
the
we
station.
lay down in the field. Mike's like, lay down. So we got our guns ready.
He's coming right over us. Just quiet. Here he comes. Kill him.
Oh my gosh, look at him fall. Look at him fall.
Way to go, Mike. Oh, John, you downed him. Oh, man.
Look at him go. What a great time.
Oh, man, the decoys worked great. Pulled him right in. Oh, this is going to be an awesome hunt.
So we get everything set up. We brush the blinds in, you know. We got the spinners on remotes, and we're checking them, and you know, we get snuggled into these things. And I look at these guys, and I'm like, I gotta go for a run. I had to pay some water hookup for the house down there. You know, I took off and lit these guys in the field, and as I'm gone, you know, apparently the all-night drive
got to us, and we decided to take a cat nap.
Yeah.
All of us, and good old John wanted to make sure he was taking cover and watch over us.
Yeah. So I get back, you know, and I stopped at the deli, got some food, you know, pulled it out on the four-wheeler. We got a whole buffet out there, and we're in for an evening hunt. And we got some birds. You know, I asked them, you got any shooting in? Well, they don't know because they saw the back of their eyes, right? But you know, we got some birds flying over. Now keep in mind, we are novice snow goose hunters. We're probably doing everything wrong, and you guys that do this all the time are like, oh my God, you're doing this. You know, let us know, because we have not figured it out, and this was shown.
But we want to keep trying, right? So we're not afraid to try new stuff.
We're moving decoys. We're on the forums. You know, we're talking to guys. We're moving our poles from the back to the front. You know, we're elongating the spread. We're widening it. You know, and what's happening is the birds are coming over. They're slooping around us, but they're just not doing that final commit.
That's hamburger.
Wow, you guys, look at how wonderful, awesome this hunt was. You know, do-it-yourselfers, and we got a small pile, but still a pile of geese. You know, it's just way to go. Just die-hard hunters and just out there having fun.
And everyone, you know, just keep in mind, you know, get out in the field. You don't need 1,000 decoys that you're all buying for. We've made these. We made the e-collars. You know, we did the scouting, put our time in. You know, got fortunate, got on the birds, and you know, we had a great time doing it. So make sure you get out there and just have a good time.
But we finished the day out.
Yeah, we got a couple in.
Yep, got a couple down, and head back to get some food, a little bit of rest, so we can do it in the morning.
Kent Bismuth Premium Shot Shells has taken waterfowl loads to a new level. When you're chasing the migration, Bismuth is an easy choice for your next hunt. Whether you're in the field, marsh, open water, or flooded timbers, Bismuth provides superior ballistics and consistent performance for every type of wing shooting. Harsh conditions demand the most of us and our gear. Bismuth is the shot we rely on. Kent Bismuth, it's back, and it's better than ever. The Woodland Resort is perfect for the freelance hunter in the Prairie Pothole region of North Dakota.
They offer seasonal accommodations, luxury suites, cabins, and rooms.
They also provide a cleaning house with an on-site marina. Check out Woodland Resort on Devil's Lake for your next adventure. Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis has designed waders for all conditions. The Northern Guide Breathables are perfect for warm weather, while the Hybrid Extremes are great for standing in the frigid timbers.
Caddis has designed a great ladies' wader that is made to fit a woman.
Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis. Camo Systems 3D camouflage netting eliminates outlines and allows you to blend into your environment. Whether you hunt portable or permanent blinds, Camo Systems will make you blend in and provide a perfect foundation for total concealment. Blend in with Camo Systems. The most important part of anyone's hunt is their firearms. With new and used guns and all the accessories you want, visit Mountain Man Guns. Dan Yeager provides high-quality service with over 30 years' experience in the firearm industry. Visit Mountain Man Guns in Cambridge, Wisconsin. Connie and I found ourselves enjoying the outdoors all the time.
It's where we really want to be.
A lot of this is always focused around water. And you know, not just lakes, rivers, marshlands, but also outside that fresh, clean drinking water. So we're going to kick off a new initiative called Get Infused. And it's all about trying to preserve and improve fresh water.
To learn more about Get Infused and to become an ambassador, go to swiftwaters.com.
This segment's brought to you by Mitten Mayhem Performance.
All right, so day 2, we couldn't be more eager to get out in the field. We pound some breakfast quick and get out there. We get in our blinds, and these guys, they're always saying, "Oh, there's a bird," and I'm like, "Yeah, right. I'm sure there is a bird." John and Connie are sitting in the blinds. I'm sitting next to him. I happen to have the camera, and John's like, "It's coming.
It's coming on the deck, over on the right side." And Sean's like, "Yeah," and it comes around the spinners. Nobody's ready. And I pull up, and bam, one shot down, and I'm like, did nobody else want it?
Right, so she's got it. She's got one down, and it's bright and early in the morning. What a way to start the day.
Two of them drop way into far rice field. Chloe, fetch them up. Man, these are going to be some awesome retrieves for her. This pays off all in droves when you're working her off-season. Guys, keep that in mind. Work your dogs in the off-season. Don't just let them come out, and try to get the first bird. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, she's chasing it. It's a cripple. She's on it. Nice. Here you go, girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl.
Come on, Chloe. Bring it here. Patch them up. Yeah, patch them up, Chloe. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl.
Yeah.
We're still struggling to get these dumb things to commit to us. We got them overhead. They're circling and
and they just don't come on in.
And at points you're like, oh, they're within range. You're like, no, don't be stupid. Take responsible shots on these things. And as we're watching birds out in the distance, we're hearing the airplanes, the crop dusters down there, and it must be the season to do it. So they're off, on several fields over, and we're chit-chatting around, and
here it comes. It's coming to, there's another group set up in the other field, way down a ways, and the crop duster's getting closer and closer, and pretty soon he goes right over them, right over the field by their spread.
Literally, they're like sitting here or laying here in their spread, and he's like, right over, and he starts dumping the chemicals, beyond them. But I mean, he like buzzed them, and these guys are like just freaking out. I mean, they're getting up, they're running. There's like 5 of them, they're getting on their four-wheelers.
What the heck is going on? And
yeah, they're out of there.
That was it. That was their hunt for the day. They're gone.
We finished up our day, and we had some birds come in. We got a few more down,
correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. And the next day was Saturday, which in Arkansas was the youth hunt. So no youths with us. So we ended up taking the day off.
Yep.
Because it was Miss Connie's birthday, and we went over to Memphis for the day. How cool was that for a day off, right? We got to go into Bass Pro, the big pyramid. We got some unbelievable ribs. Were just fantastic.
Memphis ribs are the best.
Down on Beale Street, caught in some of the local flavors,
music.
Yep, street dancers, the bars. It was awesome, and of course then we got another drive home, so it's a nice casual drive back to the place for our last morning hunt. Now, keep in mind, before we take off down over to Memphis, that we're at a decision point because we haven't had real huge success where we're setting, and we're like, okay, do we pull and move? So we get on the road first thing in the morning, Saturday morning, bright and early.
Yep,
we're scouting.
We're going south. We're going to see, is there birds somewhere else that maybe we need to reset everything?
Yeah,
so.
and it's kind of one of those mental things, right? This isn't like pulling your duck decoys. We got about 2 to 3 hours of pull and 3 to 4 hours to reset. So it's an all-day deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hammer down, and we see some more birds, but man, we only saw 2 other flocks in our travels, and we're like, man, we're seeing those, at least this quantity back up where we're at in the same counties.
We make the decision.
Yep.
We're gonna just stay put.
We're
This is where we're at. What we're gonna do for the tomorrow morning hunt, and that's what it is.
Yep. Hey,
Hey, we're going to do a quick segment on an e-collar. As you guys know, we do a little bit of snow goose hunting, just started into this area of it. We built all of our own decoys, our socks, our spinners, so hence the e-collar, we got to do the same thing. I went out and learned how to do this. If I can put it together, all you guys can too. It's real basic. There's like 4 components. One, you need a speaker, right? PA speaker, horn speaker, 65 watt, 8 ohms, real easy. You need an amp, just like in your cars, 4-channel, and it's a marine grade, so it's submersible in water. And then we need the controller. I got an MPEG player. This guy's got Bluetooth in it, no more wires in between the two. It is freaking sweet. You're gonna love this piece of it. And then a bunch of speaker wire that's going to plug into your box and into the amp, and a battery to connect it, the 4th piece of battery. So what do you do with this stuff? I ended up doing with the speakers. Real easy, you know, you can see these things, they're like stakes for a garden or something. I flipped them upside down, so I got a mount plate. The speaker can, you know, do directional on it as well, and it keeps it up out of the mud. As far as the connection points with the wire, I only got 4 speakers. You can go 6, you can go 8. I got 70 feet and 40 feet. I went ahead and did the basic plug on it for a receptacle, which will then be wired directly into my amp. My amp will be directly wired into my battery and then connected via Bluetooth. All these 2 components will end up going into an external box. First time out, I got too big. I thought I was going to be, you know, I don't know. So I'm going to take this one back and get a small box just to contain, you know, these 2 pieces. The speakers will be on the outside, and the controller will be in my pocket. That's as basic as it gets. You know, I downloaded all my sounds from the internet. I got about an hour and a half worth of Snow Goose. I mixed them up, anything from feeders, clucks. When you're controlling the sounds, real basic. Let it scream when you got no birds around to try to get their attention. As they're coming in, just adjust the volume on down, just like when they're seeing it. So they kind of play it dynamically, and then call the shots. So get out there, put this stuff together. You can do it for a fraction of the price, or if you don't have time, just go online and buy them. Hey, and stay tuned for our next scene.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Caddis Waterfowl Wading Systems, Woodland Resort, Camo Systems, Mountman Guns, Peat Dryer, Mech Shooting Sports, Epic Guide Service, Big Al's Decoys, Thermacell Heated Products, Browning, and these fine sponsors.
Go into the following day, which is Sunday, our last morning hunt. You know, we figured we were in there till noon before we got a pull. Okay, so we get out there bright and early. You know, we're stoked for the last day, and we're like, you know, we're gonna put it on this time. We've rearranged the decoys. We actually
moved them.
Yep, we moved our blind because the birds were coming in short. We moved the blind.
They all wanted to be at the edge of our decoys, and we're like, okay, they're out of range for shooting, so we're gonna move the blinds to the edge of the decoys.
Right. We moved the poles. We relocated the spinners. We turned some of the spinners off. We're just kind of mixing it up a little bit and watching how the birds are reacting, right? So what happens? We get a nice flock. It's really beautiful. And they come in, they're locked.
That was awesome.
We get back into the blind and we're going to finish out our morning. We get some more flocks coming over us.
But, you know, we gave it our best. You know, it is what it is. It was great. You know, it was just fun.
Overall, you know, we couldn't pull them in that day. It was just one of those bluebird days that, you know, every time they looked, they saw something they didn't like. So we got to keep working on it. We're looking for advice. Anyone got it? You know, we are committed to this part of the sport, and we're going to keep hammering. Now, saying that was also our last outing for the year. Due to scheduling conflicts and
the warm weather.
Yeah, the warm weather. The birds were moving north. They got pushed south. They got further, and then they got dispersed all the way back down, and then they blew just right straight through very early in the season. You know, we just couldn't pull off one more. We had 2 other hunts planned, and you know, where we were going, we're anticipating them being a little further north at that time. It didn't happen. So anyway, you know, we'll get out there and have Jen
3 or 4 decoys, and and hopefully we can bump into you guys, and we'll have a great time out there. So anyway, we had a fantastic time. Glad you watched the show and try to keep up. Hey Connie, what do you got?
So today we are going to smoke one big mallard. We have some Snow Goose sausages we had made from our Snow Goose earlier from last year that we're going to smoke on up and have for dinner tonight.
Oh, these Bradley smokers are awesome. But hey, thanks a lot for watching us this week for the conservation snow goose hunt. It was a wild ride. We had a lot of mishaps here and there. We got some birds down. We learned a lot, and that's just it. Get out and enjoy it and learn every time you get there. So you guys got some hints for us, send them our way. I'm not too proud. Thanks for watching Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie.
Closed captioning brought to you by Thermacell Heated Products.
I think I flared him.